Today we're going to show you guys how to get a better alternator bracket. We got something from ICT. We're just going to go and like, right there. Oh yeah. So much better. So much better. Yeah. No, let's actually do this better. Hey, welcome to the vlog today. Today, we are going to be changing out our alternator bracket, and then maybe we're going to be adding a different alternator, and then we're probably going to do all the supporting wires for it. Yeah, we're going to be doing that as well too. First thing we need to do is we need to take off the belt. We're going to do that. We'll take off the belt. We're going to take off the alternator. Just move those wires to the side for now. Take off this big old ugly hunky factory, piece of junk. And then we're going to put on a really nice ICT Billet factory location power steering delete bracket. So this gets all nice and cleaned up with a nice beautiful new alternator. Let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna do a little walkthrough of what I've done so far. This is a very simple, easy, fast swap. I don't know about you, but looking at this, I think it looks a heck of a lot better. It looks like we actually care about racing. It looks like we actually care about our electronics. And it looks like we actually care about not having junkyard stuff on our junkyard motor, but that's junk. It's fine. So what we've done so far, this is very simple. I'm gonna actually get the instructions here and yeah. So here's our instructions. I like to show you guys instructions so that, you know. This is part number 551777 ALT-3. So this is the LS Truck OEM location alternator bracket with power steering delete. Now, to do this in your kit from ICT. They make amazing products, by the way. I love ICT. But anyway, you're gonna get 3 of these. These are the short spacers, and you're gonna get 3 of these, the long spacers. Then you're gonna be getting 3, not this one, I don't know why I pointed there. You're gonna get 3 long bolts. One goes here, as you can see. One's gonna go here and one's gonna go here. That's gonna go into your head right over there. Boom. Okay. Now, I didn't snug them down yet. I first wanted to get the alternator in here. So that's how you put the bracket on. There's 2 places where you can choose to put your pulley on in the instructions. Oh yeah, here, show you here. This is the first step. Okay. So you can see small spacers. So 1.395 spacer there. 1.997 spacer goes there. Okay. Now you make sure that the bracket that does not have the extra section there goes first. And the other one goes second. Now you can't see it, but you got to make sure your sexy ICT Billet logo is facing forward. Can't see it now though. Anyway, and then you do the long bolts that come with there. Now, step 2 is your pulley. But here it says put it there. That's if you want one run. You do have 2 options with how it's going to be run. I ran it a different way. So I did not put it here. I put it there. Instead of putting it there, I put it there. Now, that's pretty simple. You have the step spacer that just goes into the pulley, and then you have your washer. There's only one washer, and then you have your shortest bolt, and then you have just thick nut. They're all the same in the kit that I got, and it works, so it's fine. And then you just put it in place, then that goes to the back side, right there as you can see, and that is it for that. Now, once that is done, you install your alternator, which you have 2 bolts left in the kit and 2 nuts left in the kit. If you do not, you did something wrong. If you do, congratulations, I'm proud of you. At that point, you put 1 bolt there and 1 bolt there, and then you have an alternator. At this very point, all we need to do now is snug everything up nicely, make sure it's all tight, and then we can start looking at putting our belt on if we would like, and we can also work on our wiring because this is going to get wired a little bit differently. We're going to be going thicker cables than what we have here. We'll be doing thicker cables that are on the charge wire because this is not thick enough. This is only 4 gauge. We want 1 aught. So that's the next step. So So I'm gonna go and snug all these up, and then when I'm done, I'm probably gonna see, I have 2 belts here. Now that I have this alternator and this pulley on here, I don't know if one of my belts is gonna work. One was a little bit too long, one was a little bit too short. But we're gonna take a look. And the nice thing about this bracket is my run here was actually a little bit too long, and so that's why it's nice to have this pulley here. But yeah, let's put the belt on. We're gonna see what that looks like, and then after we're going to snug it up, belt on, and then after we're gonna worry about all the wiring. All right, we got the alternator all on, and I got the belt on. Everything's snugged up, so that is all done. This is a very simple install, and I can show you guys also as well what size belt I used. I believe if you look on the website, it's gonna show you a belt for running the other style. So I'm gonna show you guys what size belt I use for this. So this is a Gates Micro V. It's a K060705, and it also says here 6PK1793. I do wanna upgrade at some point, and I can show you guys why. This is just a standard belt that's on there. This is the belt that I was running when I did the balancer upgrade. Now, the reason why I want to use a belt like this again is because it's been around here. This is the difference in the belt here. So this is actually a Gates Aramide belt. So this is the 6PK1686. So K060664A. So any of the belts that are made by Gates that end in A, that's an Aramide belt. These belts are stronger than what just your standard belt would be. And these ones actually are rated for boosted motors if you look at their website. But yeah, so belts like that. They used to also run a racing series belt. This one, the Aramide belt is actually kind of pretty, the Aramide belt is closer in comparison to the racing belt than what the standard belts are. And if you can't find those ones, they also make a green layered one, which is stronger than what these ones are. We are going to upgrade at some point, but right now we're just going to run this belt because it's going to be fine. But we do need to get a backup belt. Getting a backup belt is always very important when it comes to racing. If you want to know how I ran the belt, I will just show you with the pulley over there. It's wrapped around the alternator this way. Now it goes around the water pump. And this one goes down around the balancer, which you can see, if I can point and see right here, it goes down and around water pump and down around the balancer. And then we're running an ICT manual tensioner there, and that is it. That's how it's ran coming up. So there you go. And for those of you curious on the part number on this alternator, this is the one from Powermaster. This is the 58237. So it's the 8244 case. This is a 220 amp alternator with a 6-screw pulley. But again, we upgraded it. It is still a 6-screw pulley, but it's a little different. And this one has either one wire or the OE hookup available in this one. What we will be doing on this one is we are going to be running the one wire in here, and then we are still going to be using the ground from here, and then we're going to ground that to the block itself. And then on the back here is our positive hookup, just like what the factory style one would be. Now again, we're not going to be running these same wires, so we'll be updating these in the next video. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. We're going to post that one soon. Now, as far as torque specs, there are no torque specs for the bracket or anything like that. So we just use our own discretion, make sure it's tight, and we call it good. I hope this helped you guys understanding what you all need to do to install a Powermaster alternator with an ICT billet bracket on your LS. If you guys have any questions, or if there's anything that you guys feel that I can do better, let me know down in the comments. Now, as you guys probably saw in the one time-lapse video I did where I was installing the alternator, I had a special little helper. So this is my daughter, Peyton. So a little shout out to my daughter for helping me in the garage. So if you guys want to know when my nephew's not around, who's helping me, it's my daughter. So she's getting some time in the garage with me, and she's learning on how we do some race car stuff, right? Yeah. You like helping Dad? Yeah. And we one day want to teach her how to race. But for now, we're just doing a lot of engine build. So yeah, this is my little shout out to my little helper. So yeah, like always guys, stay
fueled by faith.
Peace.